Hey, throwing up a quick video here about a couple of hikes I did yesterday. These hikes are all going to be in Central New Hampshire near Lake Sunapee, and they're all short hikes. So you can combine these and do these and even more if you want it in a single day. The first place I'm going to talk about was called, I'm not sure how you say that, Philbrick-Cricenti Bog. Anyway, it's a small bog. The trail I think is a little less than a mile. It's a loop trail. So you can do this even taking time to look at the plants. You can do this pretty quickly. There's little boardwalks there, wooden planks you walk on. You want to stay on those because otherwise either your feet will sink into the mud or you'll damage the bog, one of the two. So as I was going down this trail, this is in late May. When I'm there, the azaleas are blooming, which was nice. There's a lot of cool bog plants you can see along the sides of the trails, including pitcher plants, which I know a lot of people like. I think there's sundews here also. I wasn't really looking, especially if you wanted to see the sundews, you'd probably look for areas where there's more water. They tend to grow on like pieces of wood and things they're pretty waterlogged or even sitting in water. So like I said, I didn't really look too much. I didn't see the sundews, but I did see the pitcher plants, and I'll show you guys some pictures of those. I did, as far as wildlife goes, it was kind of later in the day when I got there. I didn't see any wildlife other than a frog. I did see a print that looked like it was from a bear, though. So another interesting plant that grows there is called dwarf mistletoe. I guess it's a parasitic plant that grows on these black spruce trees. I took a picture of what I think is it, guys. I'm not a plant expert, so I'm not for sure, but I believe what I have pictured here is that dwarf mistletoe plant. I guess it can actually cause some damage to the black spruce trees. Anyway, there's a pretty cool little bog. You can walk around there, give yourself about an hour for plenty of time to look at the plants and things, and enjoy. I stopped at a couple other places nearby, Esther Courier Wildlife Management Area and Messer Pond. I didn't really see too much in either of those. I would say Esther Courier is if you're going to go to one of the other two to look for wildlife, that's the one I would go to. It's much larger. But I did see some garter snakes, saw some more plants, including pink lady slippers, saw some birds, and the ponds themselves are kind of scenic also. The next place I stopped at is called John Hay National Wildlife Refuge. This place is a little bit weird. It doesn't really seem like a national wildlife refuge. It's more of a it's more of just like a regular hiking area. There's a little building when you first pull up the parking lot where they do a plant sale, and there is a day use fee they ask you to pay. Put some money in an envelope when you arrive. Anyway, you take the trails down and you go past the lake. There's actually some pretty good mountain views from the lake, so I'd say the lake is scenic. Probably not going to be great for looking for wildlife unless maybe you're like the first person there of the day or something. But it is a scenic area. It goes up to what they call the main house, where there's some bees that they're raising up there, and also they maintain some gardens with hummingbird feeders. There's some wildflowers you can see along the trails to and from there, and then you just kind of make a loop back to the main building. It's Lake Sunapee is what you're seeing there as far as the lake view. And my favorite hike of the day was at Winslow State Park. Now for this one, you do need to pay for a parking day pass. I would recommend doing it online, as I'm not sure if they have paper envelopes there or not. I didn't look. So basically, it's $5 at the time of making this to park there, and it's about 1,000 feet elevation gain over a 1 mile if you're doing the Winslow Trail, which is the steeper of the two. The other one, I think it's there's only two trails there. The other one's 1.8 miles, I believe, so it's probably a little bit less steep. But I just wanted to get to the top as fast as possible, so I did the Winslow Trail, which is the red trail. Like I said, it's 1,000-foot elevation gain. It's a little bit steep at places, but there's no climbing required. Anybody should be able to get to the top. You can take a break along the way if you need to be. At least when I was there, it was on a Monday, so it wasn't very busy. There are some wildflowers you can see along the trail. The trail itself is very scenic. Up near the top, there was some azaleas growing on the side, lots of dwarf trees up there at elevation, and a really good, big, wide summit, very open summit. So there's plenty of room to spread out around there, even if you go on a busier day. I don't think you're going to have any problems with room because, like I said, it's such a big and open summit. There's also a fire tower. It looked like you could go part way up, but I had plenty good view just from the rock, so I didn't try to go up there. But I did see someone look like you were able to go to the second floor of the fire tower. Anyway, this is a really good hike. Great views from up there, and not too busy, at least when I was there. So, all right, so here's the view from Winslow State Park, the summit.